friends. I don't got no friends. You know what I mean? I got supporters, people on my side and people on the other side.
Welcome to the shift where the whole room blows. DMG vibes got the city on go. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' grow. Tissue flat, I'm with you, let the whole world know. Paradigm like, yo, shine just right. Respect your view even if we don't align right. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. DMG family, we elevate the mind right. This that channel that be talking back, energy attack. Iron sharpens iron, watch the whole league react. Competition in the building, better tighten up your facts. We ain't clones, but we still mirror how you crack under impact. Every debater work hard, spot a weak, rap fast. You live wrong, paradigm shift and break your stance. I'm the judge, the jury, the pen, the contrast. My bars hit always like a quadruple. Buying title shift where the whole room glow. DMG vibes got the city on go. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' grow. If you black, I'm with you, let the whole world know. Paradigm light, yeah, we shine just right. Respect your view, even if we don't all align right. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. DMG family, we elevate the mind right. We invite every mind, long as you stand on yours. Walking with respect, leave with open doors. Channel stay lit, views jumping off of boards. STL bounce, yeah, the spy from the source. Competitors, welcome, step up, don't fold. We don't fit pressure, we refine under low. Thoughts heavy, we press them till the truth gets told. Shift so clean, it feel platinum even when it's gold. Come through correct, bring your logic and your proof. Speak your truth, just don't run from the truth. We debate with grace, that's the paradigm groove. Flow so smooth, even turbulence move. Welcome to the shift where the whole room go. DMG vibes got the city on go. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' grow. If you black, I'm with you, let the whole world know. Paradigm light, yeah, we shine just right. Respect your view, even if we don't align right. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. DMG family, we elevate the mind right. Where the whole go. DMG vibes like a city on go. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' go. If you black, I'm with you, let the whole world know. Paradigm light, yeah, we shine just right. Respect your view, even if we don't align right. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. DMG family, we elevate the mind right. Welcome to the shift. DMG vibes got the city on go. Welcome to the shift. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' grow. Welcome to the shift. If you black, I'm with you, with you, with you, black, I'm with you. Welcome to the shift. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. Welcome to the shift. DMG family, we elevate the mind right. Welcome to the shift. DMG vibe, got the city on low. Put paradigm shift, keep the road for.
Y'all know I say that greeting for one reason and one reason only. It's because if you black, I'm with you. And I hope that you with me.
Welcome to Paradigm Shift TV 314. This is your brother, DMG, the poet, a.k.a. Brother Pianki. We got a good one for y'all today, but before we get into our spiel, at the risk of being redundant, I got to repeat the sentiments of my man, Hemi Banger, and allow me to say God bless to all my Christian brothers and sisters. Hotep to all my Kemetic brothers and sisters. I want to say Shalom to all my Israelite brothers and sisters. I want to say Assalamu alaikum to all my brothers and sisters in the NOI. I want to say Islam to all my Moorish brothers and sisters. I want to say peace to all my brothers and sisters in the nation of gods and earth, them 5%ers. I want to say what's up to all my atheist brothers and sisters. Salute to all my Abo brothers and sisters. I want to say what's up to all my Owaspy brothers and sisters. Create a gang. I want to say Shout out to all my Naga brothers and sisters. Last and certainly not least, I want to say, I can't forget, peace to my Rasta brothers and sisters. Last and certainly not least, I want to say Jumbo to all the rest of my brothers and sisters all throughout the African diaspora, be it here in the wilderness of the United States of America or beyond. Y'all know I say that greeting for one reason and one reason only. It's because if you Black, I'm with you, and I hope you with me. Our different ideologies should not keep us from uniting. We can have unity without uniformity. And last and certainly not least, we can disagree without being disrespectfully disagreeable. With that being said, man, let me put the legend on the big screen. We got the legendary JJ7K, aka Mandinka Mali, in the building. Tell the people what you hit me up and talked about the other day as far as this show, bro.
All right. First of all, I would say peace and blessings to Worldview War Debate League. I'm official now, so I will be up there debating. Peace and blessings to the Lions Den. Shout out to my wife, Queen Hayes. Shout out to the rest of the team that's watching, people that's watching on the Lions Den and JJ7K TV. Yeah, man, me and his brother, man, I went back and watched that debate that him and I had, and man, it was funny, it was powerful, and a lot of y'all didn't get to see it. So me and him would like to just sit back and go back in time for a couple of months and, go over the information, because this topic really needs. So I'm just waiting to just go back and watch it again and hope y'all enjoy the show. There's no beef between us. We threw a couple of shots at each other during the debate, but that's how it is in the battle, of war. So that being said, I turn it back over to DMG.
No doubt, no doubt. And I did think it was a good idea to rewatch the debate. I looked at it and I was laughing. I was making fun of JJ for mispronouncing words, and lo and behold, here I was mispronouncing words repeatedly. So it's always funny to watch something in hindsight, and I want to make sure that people do get the information, do understand the information, and understand what both parties was talking about in the debate. So without further ado, let me share my screen and we're gonna get this thing popping.
Yeah, I got bleeding motion. You blind, lead the blind. I'm in the HOK, sourced up and ready. I got the drop in every art. Yeah, who wanna test me?
Come on, man. Yo, I gotta stop talking when I'm putting my sound effects on. I'm saying for a reason. You see that young champion, the future champ in the building. God damn it. He ain't afraid to pop up in this mom. He ain't afraid. Y'all playing yourself. That's right. Yeah, but you talk that talk. The man didn't ask you nothing about what's important. He's asking you, he's challenging you to do so. Okay, he ain't asking y'all, is it important? Y'all was talking that bunko shit. The man popped up. He's challenging y'all.
Yeah. Y'all already know what it is, man. These brothers been going at it for a minute. Enough of the tough talk is over with. I want to let both of y'all brothers know when it's time to debate, I don't have no friends. All right? I'm just going to be the moderator, and I'm going to be fair with both of you brothers. I have no friends. You got 3 minutes in your opening round, 10 minutes in each round. You got 3 rounds. So you got 10 minutes in each 3 rounds. And then you have a 5-minute rebuttal and 3 questions apiece from each side. After that, and then you will have your closing remarks and then we will open it up for the Q&A. Are there any questions, brothers?
Yes, can you please put if you're going to do a poll, can you please put the poll
Yes,
up
the poll come at the end after everything is over.
in the debate, and then when you open the panel, people can vote, and then after the show is over, then you take the time.
Right, your poll will go up at the closing remarks when y'all both close out. Are there any questions, DMG? I can't hear you, brother.
My bad, I was muted. No, sir.
All right, who's the challenger here? Is JJ challenging you or are you challenging him?
Well, technically he challenged me, but I'm making the affirmative claim, so.
Okay, so you're going first.
Yep.
Okay, so you're going first to lay down the groundwork, to let the people know what it is that we are doing here. And family, Mandinka Mali versus DMG, exclusively HOK, is Black Existentialism the best ideology for Black people? That is the topic. And we're going to go. You got 3 minutes, DMG, in your opening argument. Are you ready, brother?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Hey, real quick, man, real quick. I just got to say, listen, that day that we did that debate, man, that bird was popping. Hey, big bird energy was in the building. You heard me? Hey, man, listen. Shout out to my bird, man.
Hey, did you see?
We'll start
I tried to grow
speaking.
my beard before the debate.
All right. Black existentialism began. Hey, I wasn't gonna say nothing, JJ, but I did notice you had, the little fade on the side. You heard me?
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I said, little beard energy against big beard energy. Let's keep going.
Man, as a pre-colonial and slavery era writings with figures like Malcolm X, Frederick Douglass in the 19th century, which explored the themes of freedom and self-identification. This was followed by the early 20th century work. Hey, why I say self-identification instead of self-identification? And I said it over and over again. It was crazy. I didn't even trip off of it. I didn't even trip off of it till after the debate. I was like, what am I? Oh, man.
He was teasing me.
I was so mad at myself. Which saw more explicit development through thinkers such as W.E.B. Du Bois, Richard Wright, and more psychological philosophers such as Frantz Fanon, who grappled with the racial alienation of Black people, the existential crisis of Black identity, and the struggle for meaning in an oppressive society. Black existentialism is a philosophy that serves as a living record of Black people's struggle. It's a way in which we can define ourselves in a world that is constantly trying to erase us. From people like Frederick Douglass, who I already talked about, to the reflections of the normal everyday Black person as it pertains to freedom and human dignity, all the way up and through Lewis R. Gordon, who makes a call for self-identification through our identification as descendants of Africa and those who are on the African continent. Black existentialism is the quintessential philosophy and ideology for those who are trying to reclaim what it means to be Black and to live in it authentically. That being said, my opponent tonight has no understanding of this concept. He continues to mislead and try to misguide the actual conflict that we having, because he thinks Black existentialism is one and the same with existentialism. Tonight, I'm gonna show him the difference.
You have another minute.
All right, let me continue. So Franz Fanon, as I said, is probably the quintessential Black existentialist philosopher. He wrote works like The Wretched of the Earth, Black Faces, White Mask, and he influenced people like Stokely Carmichael, the Black Panther Party, and many others, including James Baldwin and Lewis R. Gordon. Lewis R. Gordon being the preeminent Black existentialist debater today. That being said, Black existentialism is about Black people's existence on this earth, our struggle for freedom over oppression. And again, I'm gonna identify all of these things and show that my opponent has no clue what it is he's even debating.
Time, right on point. Good. All right. Thank you, my brother. Go on mute. Mandinka Mali, time will start when you're ready, brother. You have 3 minutes in your opening. Unmute yourself, brother.
Yeah, peace and blessings, ladies and gentlemen. The HOK Gold is back in the building, the most feared debater on this planet. Lions Den debates. Hey, CEO. Now listen to this. I want all y'all to really pay attention to what he's bringing to the table, right? So he said he bringing up one guy named Franz Fanon, right? This guy did not create a movement. There is no organization for existentialism. So so good afternoon, honorable judges, worthy opponents and fellow debaters. Today we gathered to discuss a crucial topic that has shaped the experiences of Black people for centuries. It's going to be Black collectivism versus Black existentialism. I have Black Pan-Africanism versus Black existentialism. I have Black nationalism versus Black existentialism. I have the Black Church and the Nation of Islam, all of these collective movements against an individual movement, and he got one guy named Fran. Another guy's named Rude Paul and Richard Baldwin, a whole bunch of gay guys in front of this movement. Individualism is what you see when you deal with existentialism. The Black collectivism has been the backbone of our struggle. Our freedom and equality from the abolitionist movement. You won't see no existentialist movement in the abolitionist movement, Sarnetta. By working together, by supporting one another, Black people have achieved remarkable progress in overcoming obstacles. The Black Church, the Nation of Islam, the Marcus Garveys. See, his leaders, when he brought up W.E.B. Du Bois, this guy promotes eugenics. This guy promotes Planned Parenthood and got a letter with Margaret Sanger. Individualism is nothing but when it leads back to collectivism. You're gonna be in trouble, sir, when you're trying to get in front of our people and tell us that individualism is the best ideology for our people. The best ideology for our people. How? There is no groundwork with existentialism, but you can go and look up the 25 components of Pan-Africanism. You can go look up the 25 components of Black collectivism. You can go look up Afrocentricism. You can go look up African spirituality. He's finna get in front of us and tell us that Black existentialism is the best ideology for our people. That's where you're gonna have a problem in this debate, sir. Because this comes from Europeans. He wants to try to separate it. But the founding forefathers of this movement, of this is not even a movement, of this psychology, ideology comes from Europe. I'm going to you people from Africa.
Tom.
Philosophers.
All right, we are headed into the first round.
Socialism.
Tom, you don't hear me? All right, we going into the first round. DMG, do you have anything you want to put up? A PowerPoint presentation or what? Can't hear you, brother. Unmute yourself.
My bad. I keep forgetting to unmute. Yes, sir. I got a slide that a few slides I want to show.
Okay.
JJ, what's your thoughts on that opening, man?
Yeah, I mean, it was. We both came out, fire. Some people say you won, some people say I won, but to me, it's not about all that. It's about edifying the body, connecting with people who's like-minded like you. I ain't never said I want a unanimous decision in a debate every time I step in front of you, because that's not my goal. You see what I'm saying? But I can listen to my brother DMG, not to respond, but to understand where he's coming from. You see? So, people get mad after the debates. I always go and review my good points, study how I can get better, study like, damn, how did I miss that? But yeah, so let's get back into it, man. We both came out with the fire, It's high energy so far. Let's keep it going.
No doubt.
You put it up, let me know, and then when you start, you got 10 minutes in your first round. You got 10 minutes in this round.
Got you. Give me 1 second.
Brothers, there's no ad hominems and there's no profanity. So there's no calling each other names. That's the people come for the information, and there is no profanity.
Let me get this pulled up.
All right, y'all family, y'all sit back, man, because y'all gonna learn something today. Existentialism, that's powerful right there. JJ saying that it's not good for our people, and DMG is saying it is. So we're gonna find out with this debate here.
Can you stop that real quick, DMG?
All right, can y'all see my screen?
All right, I see it. It just popped up.
Oh, go ahead. No, I never said it wasn't good. I just said it wasn't the best ideology out of all the different ones that's out there. So I just want to correct something on that. There's some good, good things associated with it, but I seen better ideologies that would fit me. All right, thank you, sir.
Your screen is up, brother. Time will start when you're ready. When you speak.
All right, I'm ready.
Go ahead.
All right, this is called Freedom Defined: Black Existentialism as the Ultimate Path to Black Liberation. I'm just gonna get into my intro. Give me a second. Let me see. All right, my screen went.
All right, I'm gonna stop your time. I'm gonna stop your time, brother.
Okay.
You probably got to remove it and put it back up or something.
All right, let me remove it. Stop sharing. Try this again. All right, y'all see my screen?
Yep, I see it. Your screen is up and running. Time will start when you start speaking.
All right, this is my intro. Black existentialism began with the pre-colonial and slavery era writings of figures like Frederick Douglass in the 19th century, which explored themes of freedom and self-identification. This was followed by the early mid-20th century, which saw a more explicit development through thinkers such as W.E.B. Du Bois, Richard Wright, and philosopher Frantz Fanon, who grappled
Hey, DMG, I think it froze up.
My bad. I actually stopped it.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm mad at my sister Michelle Turner why didn't you tell me how badly I was mispronouncing self-definition? I said self-identification like 50,000 times, man. Like it's so cringe to watch that back, bro. Michelle, where you should have inboxed your brother like,
all
bro,
right, man.
Go. Hey, let me
Trust me, you all right.
finish. I just had to point that out before somebody else in the chat pointed out. With racial alienation, the existential crisis of Black identity, and the struggle for meaning in an oppressive society. Black existentialism is a philosophy that serves as a living record of our struggle to define ourselves in a world built to erase us. From Frederick Douglass' 19th century reflections on freedom and human dignity through W.E.B. Du Bois' call for self-identification after slavery, to Richard Wright and Ralph Ellison's explorations of alienation, this tradition centers the Black experience as the starting point for understanding existence. Frantz Fanon exposed the psychological toll of racism and colonialization, while Stokely Carmichael carried existentialist ideas into the Black Power movement, proving that this framework fuels action as well as thought. Black existentialism shows us that meaning is not handed down by oppressive systems it created. It is created by us, for us. That is why it stands as the most powerful and relevant ideology for Black people seeking freedom, dignity, and self-determination today. Black existentialism, or Africana critical theory, is a school of thought that critiques domination and affirms the empowerment of Black people in the world. Although it shares a word with existentialism and that philosophy is concerned with existence and meaning in life, it is predicated on the liberation of all Black people in the world from oppression. It also may be seen as a method, which allows one to read works by African-American writers such as W.E.B. Du Bois, James Baldwin, Frantz Fanon, William Moore Gordon, and Ralph Ellison in an existentialist frame. Lewis Gordon argues that Black existentialism is not only existential philosophy produced by Black philosophers, but is also a thought that carries the intersection of problems of existence in Black contexts. So let's talk about definitions. Existentialism has a concern with existence, freedom, choice, and authenticity, while Black existentialism concerns itself with existential reflection rooted in anti-Black racism and colonialism. It critiques domination and affirms Black agency. Historical context. The transatlantic slave trade, colonialism, Jim Crow were all determinant factors as it pertained to these thoughts that began to encompass what would later become Black existentialist thought or Africana critical theory. People like Frederick Douglass, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, and others. I can't remember my sister's name, but she was a poet in the 19th century. They all their writings became the proto frame. So that poet I was talking about, that was Phyllis Wheatley. Just FYI, that was Phyllis Wheatley I was talking about.
Framework for what we now call Black existentialism or Africana critical theory. Black thought resisting oppression. And that's essentially what it comes down to. These individuals wrote and had thoughts about what it would be like to overthrow the oppressive forces that had been thrust upon them. And we needed a philosophy that addressed the state of being Black in this oppressive anti-Black society. W.E.B. Du Bois' double consciousness. Here he deals with the internal conflict and fragmented sense of self-experience by African Americans who are forced to see themselves not only through their own eyes, but also through the racist and stereotype lens of the dominant white society. And Frederick Douglass is a key point in Black existentialist philosophy because his book, The Souls of Black Folks, his theory of the double consciousness, all became frameworks for what would later become the modern thought process of Black existentialists. And he influenced writers like Ralph Ellison, James Baldwin, Lewis R. Gordon, Franz Fanon, etc. William R. Jones. Black existential philosophy came to the academy in the 1970s in the work of William R. Jones, who argued for a humanistic response to Black suffering through facing the absurd as found in the thought of Albert Camus and dealing with the contradictions of theological beliefs. Jones drew from existential philosophy to reject non-verifiable claims posed by Black theology. Where history is presented as God trying to liberate Black people, historical evidence, Jones suggests, says otherwise. Instead of relying on God, Black people should take their lives and history into their own hands and build a better future for themselves. This is not to say that Jones took the position that Blacks who believe in God should not love God. His point is that they should not rely on God for the elimination of injustice on earth. His most notable work, and everybody should go get this book, it's called Is God a White Racist? Again, that is by William R. Jones. Everybody should go get that book, Is God a White Racist? And again, this is one of the most notable Black existentialist writers and philosophers. Franz Fanon. Franz Fanon, whose name our brother JJ couldn't pronounce. Franz Fanon is a central figure in Black existentialism, which applies existential philosophy to the specific condition of Black people under colonialism and racism. Fanon argued that due to colonization, Black individuals are forced to see themselves as objects in the eyes of the white world, a state of alienation and existential deviation where their identity is defined by the dominant culture rather than their own. This results in a psychological burden, a lack of self-identification, and a longing for white recognition that ultimately fails to affirm their true humanity. And some of his seminal works were Black Faces, White Masks, The Wretched of the Earth. And his existential deviation, he makes the statement that due to a loss of history and culture, the Black individual and the Black collective are constantly trying to redefine identity. And that points to why, like brothers like our brother JJ claim to be a Hebrew Israelite. You got some brothers claiming to be Moroccan Moors. You got some people claiming to be the tribe of Shabazz.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Gotcha. This existential deviation explains why these issues of self-identification arose within Black spheres of influence and community. And everybody should check out his work. Again, Wretched of the Earth, Black Masks, White Faces. Get with Franz Fanon. Ralph Ellison, his novel, The Invisible Man. This work explores the themes of alienation, absurdity, and the struggle for individual meaning within a society that denies the protagonist's humanity due to his race. Like other existential writers, Ellison's protagonist seeks freedom and self-affirmation by confronting oppressive systems that ultimately want to erase him as a human being. And Ralph Ellison is phenomenal. Everybody should check out that book, The Invisible Man. Richard Wright. Richard Wright integrated existentialist themes into his work by focusing on an individual struggle for meaning and freedom within a society that oppresses and alienates the Black experience. Notably, in Native Son and The Outsider, his novels, such as The Man Who Lived Underground, explore alienation, the absurd, and the creation of self through choices made in the face of social constraints, leading to a concept of Black existentialism that highlights the particular challenges and avenues for freedom within Black life.
Time.
All right.
All right, brother Mandinka Mali, let's get ready. Let's get set up.
Hey,
Are you ready,
DMG,
brother?
did you want to say anything about your first round before we get into
Unmute
mine?
yourself, Mandinka.
It's on you. Did you want to say anything about your first round?
Unmute yourself, Mandinka Mali.
Hey Zion, I'm looking at Sonetta chat from that debate, man. Why you talking about I need some of Captain Tazoriak beard oils? You trying to say my beard is dry, brother?
Oh,
you trying to say my beard is dry? Come on, man. Come on, Zion.
Baby. You should have slapped some baby on
Zion.
that work too.
Come on, Zion. I saw that, man. I caught that, man. I caught that.
He trying to promote Cesaria. Bath and butter oils. Cesaria.
We waiting on Mandinka to unmute.
You might have to fast forward a little bit. Okay, here I go.
Yo, you know what? You might have to cut off your camera in case your thing is running a little slow. Everything gonna be all right.
Si, you mind if I do a shameless plug?
Yes, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Hey, everybody, please, for the mods who got my link, throw my link in the chat. Everybody subscribe to Paradigm Shift TV 314. Europeans. That's going to be a powerful content.
Preliminary to let y'all.
Time will start when you're ready.
I'm ready, man.
Time will start.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, man, this guy is a rookie debater, man. You up here trying to present an individualistic ideology. The burden of proof is on you to prove that existentialism is reign supreme over Pan-Africanism, over Black nationalism, over Black collectivism, over African spirituality, over the Christian movement and the civil rights movement, over the Nation of Islam. You cannot do that, sir. The burden of proof is on you. All I got to do is respond. You see what I'm saying? So individualism and collectivism, this is the differences between what he's trying to bring to us. See, it overemphasizes on individual. This is what Black existentialism deals with before I get into my information. So I got to let y'all know, because we didn't do a preliminary, to let y'all know what this is. Nobody heard of this. You don't see nobody talking about no Black existentialism because it comes from Europeans. Individualism versus collectivism is the main topic here. Overemphasis on individual freedom. This is what existentialism brings to the table. It might neglect collective responsibility. Yes, baby. Okay. All right. I got you. All right. Limited scope. The focus on individual experience might overlook the broader structural issues. They don't deal with a collective. Look at the definition. This is why he won't show it to you. The absence of a clear moral framework. Existentialism emphasizes on individual choices that might lead to a moral ambiguity. The overemphasis on suffering. It focuses on suffering, the victimhood narrative. It lacks clear solutions. When you see the civil rights movement, you won't see leaders coming to the table talking about existentialism, because it works for that. It don't trump over Black Pan-Africanism. You see the works for that. It don't trump over Black collectivism. The potential for nihilism is what is what existentialism emphasizes on individual meaning, making might lead to nihilism. Okay, let me get into my information, man. Let me get into that. Let me share my screen. Let me share my goddamn on screen, bro. Because this dude coming in front of us and acting like this is a proven study. We have seen Pan-Africanism. We have seen Black nationalism. We have seen Black collectivism. Who? W.E. Du Bois? He's the founding father of this? So let me share my screen. Stop my time. Let me share my screen. He's the founding of this? Are you serious? Okay. So this is what I'm bringing to you. I'm going to first come with Black nationalism, sir.
Well, I'll stop your time. You can't be talking. You got to just put up the slides right quick, and then I can restart your time. I see it. It's trying to pop up.
Okay. Yeah.
Your time is stopped at 2:50.
Yeah, hold up. Okay, hold up. I don't know what.
There you go. I see it. Your screen is
Let me see.
It's up.
Hold up.
You see it?
All right. Okay, hold up.
All right. Time is moving.
One that I want to show. The one I want to show, I don't know what's going on. There it is. There it is. Yeah, let the time move. Let the time move. The ladies and gentlemen, this guy's made a bold statement in front of the Black community. Yeah, start my time. So I'm gonna tell you, like, all these isms is really just a thing to keep us divided. But if we're gonna deal with isms, we got to deal with one that has just been proven in the groundwork, right? Black nationalism is a complex, multifaceted ideology. See, remember, this is the battle of the ideologies. His ideology comes from Europeans. It's not cultivated and born in our own, in Africa, and brought to us. It's not Pan-Africanistic. It's Europeanistic, and I'm going to show you the founding fathers of this culture in the second round. Now, Black nationalism is a complex and multifaceted ideology that has evolved over time, shaping the identity, the culture, and the politics of African Americans. Existentialism does not deal with none of that. See, Black nationalism has a roots in the 19th century when African Americans began to assert their identity and challenge the dominant white culture. Some of the early manifestations of Black nationalism include the formation of the African Methodist Episcopal Church in 1816. So you want to kick out the church because guess what? Your values with Black existentialism goes and contradicts against the church, which you say you're a Christian, which is one of the first independent Black denominations in the United States. They go to the source right here, www.amchurch.com, about our history. Let's keep it moving because the time is limited. Now, the emergence of Black nationalist leaders such as Martin Delaney, I know you ain't never heard of him, but like Jabari said, I'm bringing it out today. And Henry Highland Garnett, who advocated for African American. Hey, you know, Senator didn't even tell me my screen was sharing, bro.
Only deals with an individualistic freedom of choice. There is no Black existentialism church. There is no.
What you say, JJ?
I said, Senator didn't even tell me my script, my article was showing, man. It just got up the. I'm thinking it's showing. So we as moderators and host of shows, so you got to tighten it up, man. I mean, I got to tighten things up on my end. DMG, A1, Tadaria, everybody, man. Come on, man. My screen ain't showing. But okay, let's keep going.
Hey, that whole time I was like, what is we looking at? Yeah, I was confused. I was confused, but I don't know. I think Netta thought that's what you was trying to share.
Nah, man. Yeah, man. Come on, Frankie. That's all right. Let's keep going.
Black existentialism movement. He would tell you it's not a movement. So how is this the best ideology for our people? You're already dead in this debate. The colonization movement was proposed. Here go another one, bro. The colonization movement proposed the resettlement of African Americans in Africa, which is also an expression of Black nationalism. Guess what? The leader that you brought up, W.E.B. Du Bois, he was against Marcus Garvey. He was against Booker T. Washington. He was against all of them because he was a Cone Boule. Let that sink in, y'all. This guy that he promoted, the leader of the Black existentialism movement back in the day, they didn't bring his ideology to the forefront of the civil rights movement because this dude was compromised. He was compromised when he started working with Margaret Sanger. That's what he did. Now let's keep it moving, man. You done got in front of me with this nonsense. Now you're finna get beat up. Now Martin Delaney and Marcus Garvey were two influential figures. So this is already better than yours. In the early history of Black nationalism, Delaney, a physician and writer, was one of the first African Americans to advocate Black nationalism. He argued that African Americans should have their own nation, either in Africa or in America. You ain't gonna hear this from no W.E.B. Du Bois. He was trying to exterminate our people. He was trying to exterminate our people with this eugenics movement. We should get his ideas from the age of enlightenment. Because he ain't nothing but a goddamn another coon. Look, he's stopping Garvey and trying to get us. Look, I ain't trying to say Garvey was always right, but look, Garvey, a Jamaican American activist, was a key figure in the Universal Negro Improvement Association, which was founded in 1914. The UNAI promoted Black economic empowerment. There is no Black economic empowerment existentialism movement. Where you gonna find it? You made it up. What about cultural pride and Pan-Africanism? And his membership reached into millions during the 20s. You go to source the Black Post or Global African American History, Negro Improvement Association. I can put it in after the debate. I'll pull it up right now. I'll pull it up right now. Like I said, the impact of the Harlem Renaissance. This guy here you go to okay, wait, hold on. Let's go back. For some reason they took it down. No, when it comes up, they take it down. Let's go back though. Let's go back. Where we at, man? Hold up. All right, we're gonna skip to another screen. Hold up. Let me get. It's trying to now I ain't gonna share. It's not that. Come on, man.
All right, you have 7 minutes or 6.
Close the. Oh yeah, hold on. All right, let me go. I'm trying to watch it. Hold on, let me get back to this. Man. How many minutes I got left?
You got
3 minutes left?
Yes, let's go. Yeah, time resume.
Hold on, let me pull it back. Hold on, bro. Hold on.
All right.
I should have tried to show that. Hold on. Yeah, man, I be having technical problems. All my debates, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. All right. No, that ain't what I want. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, because I was cooking them. He ain't got nothing coming. Let me be quiet while I'm trying to pull it up. Hold on. Where it is. Oh, come on, man. Hold up, son. Let me get it back up. I apologize. African philosophies, individualism, collective means. Hold on. All right. I'll tell you what, start it back up. I'll go from this. Yeah. Here we go. That's all right. We're going to go with this. I'll come back to that. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm going to tone it down, okay? Now,
You tell me I'm too loud.
Yeah, start. We're going to go back to this. Because he hasn't showed any groundwork for Black existentialism. Nobody even heard of this. This is why I'm upset that we kind of didn't do a preliminary, ladies and gentlemen. You coming in front of us with this, and I can tell you some of the founding forefathers is a bunch of whole got to LGBTQ guys, but I ain't even got to do there to beat this up. And here goes some other ideology that would destroy an individualistic approach. Achieving major national influence through the Nation of Islam. See what I'm saying? In the Black Power movement. These ideologies in the 1960s, proponents of Black nationalism advocated economic self-sufficiency, race pride, and African American and Black separatism. We want to be separate. We was better with our own stuff by ourselves. You want to go through torture and go through getting pies stuffed in your face and kicked and spit on to go eat their goddamn food? This is what W.E.B. Du Bois promoted.
2 minutes.
He didn't want us to go back to Africa. See, reacting against white racial prejudice and critical of the gap between American democratic ideals and reality of segregation. The discrimination in America in the 1960s, Black nationalists. This was the ideology that was used, not no existentialism. And you want to try to throw out the church? Goddamn, the church was in front of this movement, our civil rights, our liberation. The Southern Christian Leadership Conference and other organizations that sought to reform American society through nonviolent interracial activism. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of part of it, but I wasn't really with that. I was more with the Malcolm X type of thing. But where is the ideology of existentialism in the forefront? 20th century Black nationalists were greatly influenced by who? Marcus Garvey, ladies and gentlemen, this debate over, bro, because you sit up here, your guy, W.E.D. Du Bois, was against Marcus Garvey. The immigrant of the United States who founded the United Negro Improvement Association in 1914. The future, I can see it. Garvey instituted the UNI and organized an absolute purpose for bettering our condition. Industrially, commercially, socially, religiously. Where do existentialism deal religiously when they already tell my do as thou will? It's the holy law. I can do what I want. You're a Christian, sir. This goes against your values as you and your family. Garvey and the UNI also promoted Black immigration to Africa in the program of national independence. Where is this movement from Black existentialism? I'm going to show you other ideologies that destroyed Black existentialism because it's not even considered an ideology. It's God
is here.
You're done. I'm going to come back to this, y'all.
All right. That's the end of the first round. We are now moving in to the second round. DMG, time will start when you're ready, my brother. Put your stuff up and let's get it in. Right, time to get it in when you're ready, brother. Take your time, look for your joint. And, let's get it in. Unmute yourself as well.
You could tell I was nervous being on a big stage and all, you know what I'm saying?
All right, time to get it in when you're ready, brother. Take your time, look for your...
Gotcha. Give me 1 second. Get back to my slide. All right, we good. Here we go.
All right.
All right. Lewis R. Gordon is the leading contemporary scholar of Black existentialism, a philosophical tradition that examines the unique challenges and affirmations of Black people's existence under oppression and dehumanization. Through his writings and work on decolonizing knowledge, Gordon explores how Black people assert agency, create meaning, and affirm life despite the pervasive structures of anti-Blackness and white supremacy. Give me 1 second.
Whenever you need me to stop the time, you got to let me know.
All right, stop the time right quick.
All right.
Let me stop sharing for a second and then I'm gonna bring it back. All right, you can start my time back. All right. Through his writings and work on decolonizing knowledge, Lewis R. Gordon explores how Black people assert agency, create meaning, and affirm life despite the pervasive structures of anti-Blackness and white supremacy. He has also edited key texts in the field, such as Existence in Black, an anthology of Black existential philosophy, and Black existentialism and decolonizing knowledge. Let me move it down. So JJ talked a lot about what he thinks Black existentialism is. Again, he's talking about existentialism. At the beginning, if you go back, family, you'll see that I pulled up definitions of existentialism and Black existentialism. JJ continues to talk about existentialism. His critiques of that are fine, but he needs to talk about Black existentialism. Black existentialism has nothing to do with this individual mind state that he keeps talking about, because Black existentialism not only identifies the existence of the Black individual, but also the Black collective. This is indicated by the writings of Franz Fanon, Lewis R. Gordon, W.E.B. Du Bois, James Baldwin, Richard Wright, Ralph Ellison. The list goes on and on. But because he does not understand what that is, he continues to talk about something else. Black existentialism does not reject the valuable contributions of Pan-Africanism, the Nation of Islam, or the Moorish Science Temple. Instead, it absorbs their insights, community, pride, and political solidarity, spiritual grounding, while avoiding their limitations. By insisting that Black people define themselves, confront oppression, both external and internal. See, my man don't know nothing about this. The craft meaning beyond imposed categories, Black existentialism offers the broadest, most adaptable path to true liberation. Now, let's talk about these other movements for a second. Pan-Africanism often prescribes a shared continental or diasporic identity and political unity project. The NOI and the Moorish Science Temple root identity in specific religious national narratives, IG being a lost tribe of Shabazz or Moorish Americans. These frameworks can inadvertently replace the external label with another. This is why existentialism wins. And again, we're talking about Black existentialism. It resists all imposed essences, including race, nation, or creed, allowing Black people to define themselves beyond borders or dogma. See, JJ talked like I was trying to get rid of the church. Why would I get rid of the church? I'm a Christian. However, I do understand that the NOI has its place. The Moorish Science Temple has its place. My Kemetic brothers and sisters have their place. If you ever watch my show, you know that I shout out every ideology that Black people are involved in because they Black. As I say at the beginning of each show, if you Black, I'm with you and I hope you with me because I am a Black existentialist. Your religion is irrelevant. Your political views are irrelevant unless they contradict the pushing forth in power of Black people. Again, JJ don't know nothing about that. JJ don't even know who he is. He don't know if he Mandinka Mali, Jeremiah Judah, or JJ 7 Cent. He has no idea how to apply this particular philosophy. He wants to make it a movement or a group or some kind of religious ideology, and it's not that. It's simply defined right here. So what are the core principles? Self-identification over fixed identity. Existentialism centers on the lived experiences of Black people and insists that existence precedes essence. Freedom is created, not inherited. Each person and community defines itself anew, encourages continuous questioning of any authority, political, religious, or cultural, or culture that limits its authentic life. Question everything. So yeah, as a Christian, I question elements of Christianity and the church. I question the political frame of the United States of America. I question these so-called authority figures and the power that they feel they have over me because I'm trying to live my authentic Black life, not some framework that somebody created for me. Because I know at the end of the day, I'm DMG. I don't have to figure out if I'm Mandinka Mali or JJ or Jeremiah Judah 7000 It's simple. DMG, or AKA your brother Pianki. That's my comedic nickname that everybody know me by. But at the end of the day, I know who I am because I'm all about defining my identity. I don't have to continuously try to reinvent myself or redefine it. Why is this best for Black people? Because it emphasizes Black humanity in an anti-Black world. Black existentialism, unlike its Eurocentric counterpart. Remember, it's a difference between Black existentialism and European existentialism. Unlike its European counterpart, it's fundamentally rooted in the struggle against systemic racism and the dehumanization of Black people. It provides a philosophical lens to confront and reclaim Black humanity in the face of a society that has historically defined and distorted it. Again, this is how you know my man don't know what he's talking about. It emphasizes Black humanity in an anti-Black world. Black existentialism, that's the same slide. My bad, y'all.
2 minutes.
I got you. It focuses on Black liberation and empowerment. Let me say that one more time for the people at Sonetta would say with slow gases. I ain't saying that's Mandinka, I'm just saying, let me say it again for the people with slow gases. Shout out to the Godfather Sonetta. It focuses on Black liberation and empowerment. Rather than a solitary individualistic quest, I sound like Mandinka, not being able to pronounce stuff. Individualistic quest for meaning, Black existentialism is predicated on the liberation of all Black people from oppression.
Hey, I was taking hella shots, wasn't I? I was like, dang, man, I was all over my boy. Hey, my bad, JJ.
No. It was because there's a build up to the debate, bro. You should have seen me in the new Kakaraks debate, man. We was calling each other everything under the sun, man. But the energy was so high. So yeah, man. It's all good, man. I'm built for that. I'm built for it. Let's keep it going.
No doubt.
It analyzes the collective struggles of Black people across the diaspora and affirms their resilience and agency in creating meaning and resisting marginalization. Now, let me say this again, because my man keep talking about individual this and individual that. Rather than a solitary individual quest for meaning, Black existentialism is predicated on the liberation of all, not some, all, not an individual, all, not one, all Black people from oppression. It analyzes the collective struggles of Black people across the diaspora and affirms their resilience and agency in creating meaning and resisting marginalization. I'm gonna concede the rest of my time to round 3.
All right, man. All right, that's what I'm talking about. We got JJ Mandinka up, ready for round 2. The closer of round 2. Mandinka, are you ready? Time will start when you're ready, brother.
Yeah.
How y'all like it out there so far? Y'all see they getting it in. Getting it in, that's what I'm talking about. Time will start when you're ready, brother Jay. Mandinka.
Okay, yeah, let me share my screen first, man.
Yes, sir, let's go.
Get it ready. Yeah. Let's see, share screen. Okay. Let me get back to where I was at. All right, share. Is it back up?
Yeah, I see it, but it ain't come up yet. It ain't come through. I see it there. Waiting on it to show itself.
Okay. Yeah, let me get. Come on, man. Why is it doing that?
I see it's trying to come through, but it ain't come through yet.
Hold on. Yeah, I see. Hold up. Yeah, I always got technical.
Remove it and bring it back. Try to bring it back, Mandinka.
Apologize for the technical difficulties. You see it, sir?
Yeah, but it ain't coming through. I see it, but it ain't coming through.
Let me try it again.
All right, Mandinka had to go out.
Yeah, he a little nervous. I can't blame him, Si. I can't blame him.
Yeah, man, I'm always having technical problems. I gotta tighten up the technical side of this. Let's get back to this. All right, let me know if it come up. Let me see that.
Nothing yet. I don't see nothing yet. All right, it's coming up slowly. All right, there it is. There you go. Time will start when you're ready, brother.
Yeah.
The bottom of round 2.
Now, hold up. Before I like I said that. Yeah, round 2, man. I hate that y'all had to sit through this nonsense of him bringing up a couple of individuals. A couple of individuals, France, Franklin, and whoever else, he want to try to correct me on my pronunciation. He want to talk about JJ changed his name Mandinka, but then he in the same breath he talking about I'm DMG and I'm Pianki. I was Kemet first, then my wife turned me over to Christianity. Huh?
Hey, JJ, you know what's funny?
Yo, man, I apologize for that after the debate, man. Come on, man.
No, listen. You know what's funny? As soon as I said, AKA Brother Pianki, I say, dang, I just basically did the same thing I'm making fun of him for doing. And then you turned around, I was hoping you ain't catch it, right?
Yeah,
I'm like, you ain't catch it.
Yeah,
I should have known as soon as you started, you got on it.
Let's keep going. Look in the mirror, Negro. You don't know who you are. Now, see, here's 25 potential steps for Black collectivism to achieve liberation. He ain't even brought that kind of plan to the table. See, Black collectivism deals with community building, fostering strong support communities to prioritize collective well-being. You got education and awareness. Where's existentialism movement dealing with this? They promote official critical thinking, cultural awareness, and historical knowledge within the community. Black collectivism is dealing with a community, not just I'm an individual to be free and be a rude Paul, to be a gay poet. These are some of the leaders that he have in his organization that I ain't even got to bring out yet. I already did the video. It's a whole bunch of gay guys. And one of the leaders in this movement right now is Rude Paul. Go look at a prominent existentialist. If he can be free and do what the hell he wants. But DMG ain't gonna tell you that. See, we deal with economic empowerment. Where's that existentialism? We develop corporate businesses.
Did you say pause again?
No, I said, said Rude Paul. Support Black-owned entrepreneurship and invest in community-based economic incentives. How is Black existentialism the best ideology for us? And there's no framework. There's no groundwork. There is no movement. Who's the leader right now in 2025? He can't even tell you. He going back to W.E.D. Du Bois, a goddamn coon. A goddamn coon that was against us going back to Africa. Let's get back to my thing, bro. Now look at this. The cultural nationalization of Maluna Karinga in the U.S. organization, a philosopher and an activist who founded the U.S. organization of cultural nationalism. Stop real quick. That emerged in you see how I messed that word up? DMG. You see how I messed that word up? But you keep going, bro. Just keep going, bro.
No doubt.
Just keep going. You know what I mean. It's spelled. I talk about I spell it for him if I mess it up. Hey, here you go. You figured out how to say it. Let's keep going, family. Ideologies and movements that we need to be growing off of. Not no individualistic movement that was founded by a whole bunch of gay guys. He don't even want me to get into that. A whole bunch of white gay guys, and then the black gay guys took over and started pushing the movement. He don't want to. He wanted to. You put the word black in front of it, and now the ideology changed. No, it don't, sir. Now, Karinga's ideology emphasizes on the importance of black cultural heritage. Where does existentialism deal with black cultural heritage and the need for African Americans to reclaim their history and their identity? You can't show us that. They go to source right here: WWE Black Post Origins African American History, Kaganga Maluna, 1941. Now, the U.S. organization promoted the celebration of Kwanzaa. See, this is identifying with us, the revolutionary nationalism and the Black Panther Party is a collective thing. Why won't you show the definition for existentialism when you say, I need myself? It's individualistic. There is no Malcolm X. None of them was fooling with this, bro. Huey P. Newton, Angela Davis, none of them was fooling with this nonsense. See, you're lucky just 3 10-minute rounds because you can't really get enough out. But the Black Panther Party, founded in 1966 by Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale, was a revolutionary nationalistic organization. You will never hear nationalistic and goddamn existentialism in the same sentence. You will hear Black nationalism, Black collectivism, Pan-Africanism, Afrocentric, Afro-spirituality, the church, the Nation of Islam, all of these ideologies, and he's going to put a European ideology in front of us and say it's the best? You ain't proved nothing today. You told us about a couple of individuals. So, Sage, I don't know what you're talking about in the audience. Where his sources at? Where his groundwork? He ain't showing nothing but his own opinion. Now, the party's ideology emphasizes on the need to arm self-defense and community empowerment. Where's the armed self-defense and community empowerment existentialism movement? Who's the leader of this? Where at? Where was Fast Fat Ann out there with the guns and getting in front of the people and doing the WIC program? Because they weren't dealing with no individualistic movement, sir. You're cooked. The Black Panther Party community programs, such as the free breastfeeding program for children and health clinics, help build a sense of community. Existentialism does not build a self of community. Now, how about this? The influence of Malcolm X. Where your little leader at, France Ferdinand? Sound like a little fairy pop. Malcolm X, a prominent figure in the Nation of Islam, was a major influence on Black nationalist ideologies. You mean to tell me you want to put existentialism, a goddamn European ideology, and can put it on us? We don't think like them, sir. His advocates for Black self-defense. Where's the Black self-defense advocate for existentialism, Black self-defense correlation? You won't find it. His critique of racism and imperialism and the emphasis on the need for African Americans to assert their rights and dignity helped shape the Black nationalist movement. And it ain't got nothing to do with no existentialism. That's all individualists that come from Europeans and got them fairy pops. The Chris Harris types. Malcolm X, all the light-skinned looking elder bars one that claim they want to be the blackest one, and they got them, they the coons, the W.E.D. Du Boises. Well, we ain't going back to Africa. We got to stop this nonsense. He's a boule. He's a boule. Malcolm X later worked, particularly his critique on the Nation of Islam and his embrace of Orthodox Islam also helped shape more nuanced, inclusive understanding of Black nationalism. This Black nationalism, I can just beat you up with this by itself. By itself. You want me to get into some more components? Where's your groundwork for? Here, let me give you some more, sir. Since you want to sit up here and get in front of us. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. How about this? 25% of collectivism. It deals with mental health support, prioritize mental health, provide support networks, and promote self-care practices. This is what Black nationalism provide for our people. What is the existentialism? Where that? Where the mental health support from existentialism movement? There is no movement. You want to get in front of me with this. How about this? Family and community support.
So what Black nationalism do, it strengthens our family bonds, supports single-parent household, and provide resources for vulnerable community members. That you won't find. Y'all just heard this shit up. Excuse me. Y'all just heard this recently from these dudes. You got youth development. Where's existentialism dealing with our youth? Huh? Let's keep it going, man. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, bro. Huh? Modern day nationalists continue to critique systematic racism and oppression. Thinkers such as Kenyaga, Yamahata Taylor, and Tanisha Coates have argued that racism is a fundamental aspect of American society. Existentialists don't deal with that, ladies and gentlemen. It's just an individual thing. I can be free. I can be RuPaul and Elton John and express myself. I ain't really got time to go into all these leaders, but I can really show y'all that a lot of these leaders were a bunch of LGBT characters, Black. See, here goes the source right here. Now, Black nationalists also have been influenced by the feminists. No, we ain't gonna do that. Oh, no, we ain't doing that. Now, Black nationalism is a complex and multifaceted ideology that has evolved over time from the early manifestation of the 19th century and the contemporary forms. Black nationalism has played a significant role in shaping American culture and identity. Where is this Black existentialism? What has it done for us? Who's the leaders? You talking about somebody who died 100 years ago? Where are they at now? You want to go against all the ideologies of our people, the church, the mosque, the Nation of Islam, the 5%ers, the Hebrew Israelites, the Black nationalism, Pan-Africanism, and say some European concept that you put Black in front of is going to save our and help our people and bring us together when the whole core concept is life is meaningless. It's absurd. Life is meaningless and absurd. That goes against your biblical principles, sir. In your Bible, it's not going to tell you that life is meaningless. It's going to give you a goddamn a blueprint to deal with life and how to get past out of this material world to get into the goddamn spiritual. Where's the essence of spiritual beliefs and concepts? You can't just throw that out. Oh, we just accept everybody. You got this from Europeans, sir, and you know it. Like I say, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why he got in front of us trying to prove that existentialism is the best ideology when there is no groundwork, there is no framework. We haven't seen any of this, no proof and no pudding. Where that? Show it to us in your third round. Show it to us with the Black leaders doing the civil rights movement and the abolitionist movement was using this ideology because you got in front of us and said this was the best. You're done, sir. You're lucky this is only 10-minute rounds, and I'm gonna cook you in the question and answer round, but you don't have to take the end of this week. Oh man, the heated, yeah. I'm kind of like Oswald Bates, but I'm bringing it, Sister. What was that, Michelle Turner? Yeah, let's keep going, man.
Hey, listen. You turned up in that second round, man.
I always do. I always turn up in the second round.
Hey, look at the look on my face. Oh man. Hey, that was fun. I ain't gonna front. I did have fun.
Yeah, you trying to look serious, and when I say, you must have put me on the bucket list or something. I said, man, you trying to look serious and just die laughing. But let's keep going, man. I had fun with this.
All right, man. That's the end of the second round. That's moving into our top of the third inning with our brother DMG is in the building. Let's go, brother. Time will start when you're ready. I see your sliders up already. That's the one you're going with? Unmute yourself, brother.
All right. So, okay.
Ready.
All right, you can start time.
Okay.
All right, family. So it's okay, y'all. Listen, it's okay. Y'all can laugh at JJ. It's all right, because that's what he here to do. He here to make y'all laugh. He ain't here to educate y'all. I'm here to educate y'all. So That being said, as y'all can see, my man said a whole lot of gibberish, but he ain't say a lot of information. So let me give y'all some quick information right quick before I get back into the slides. So y'all heard him say Malcolm X and the Black Panther Party, they didn't follow this. He said they ain't follow it, right? Malcolm X or the Black Panther Party. Quick Google search. Any of y'all can do this. Y'all can literally, while y'all watching, Google this. Did Malcolm X and the Black Panther Party follow Black existentialism? Here's what Google says. Malcolm X, though not introduced to existentialism through formal education, developed his ideas through his work as an activist and conversion to Islam.
Time out, brother. I'm stopping your time. Do you got the right slide up? I don't think you got the right slide.
No, I'm just reading this side. Like I said, before I get into my slides, I'm just reading this.
All right, time resume.
Appreciate it.
All right.
So Malcolm X, though not introduced to existentialism through formal education, developed his ideas through his work as an activist and his conversion to Islam. His philosophies on self-respect and cultural identity align with that school of thought. Again, y'all can Google this yourself. Y'all ain't got to take my word for it, but let's talk about the Black Panther Party right quick, since my man is lying and whatnot. All right, the Black Panther Party was heavily influenced by Malcolm X's insistence on Black self-determination and armed self-defense against oppression. The Black Panther Party's ideology, which included revolutionary nationalism and socialist principles, reflected and advanced many Black existentialist concepts. I'm gonna say that one more time for the people with slow gases. Shout out to my man Sarnetta. The Black Panther Party's ideology, which included revolutionary nationalism and socialist principles, reflected and advanced many Black existentialist concepts. Again, Google it for yourself. Don't take your boy DMG word for it. It's right there. So he said they didn't do it. I'm just like, my mans don't know what he's talking about. He is the HOK GOAT. He's the HOK GOAT of not knowing what he's talking about. Now, why is it better for Black people? Why is this philosophy better for Black people? It addresses double consciousness drawing on W.E.B. Du Bois' concept. Black existentialism explores the psychological burden of double consciousness. The internal conflict of seeing oneself both through one's own Black identity and through the lens of prejudiced white society. This provides a framework for understanding and resolving this psychological duality. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Why is it better? That's the same slide, my bad. It values self-identification and authenticity. The ideology emphasizes importance of Black people defining themselves authentically, rejecting and recoding the negative stereotypes and controlling images imposed by white supremacy. In this way, it fosters a healthy and affirming Black identity. It addresses both external oppression and inner effects thereof. It provides tools for self-identification rather than imposed definitions. It also offers a framework that integrates history, culture, psychology, and politics. My mans don't know nothing about that, y'all. So what's the conclusion? Let's do this. It's a call to action. Black existentialism / Africana critical theory is not merely theoretical. It's a lived necessity. It encourages Black people to claim their voice, identity, and freedom. It supports institutions, communities, intellectual work that empowers rather than neutralizes. It's a call to study, teach, and create resistance and put those things into practice. Again, my mans don't know nothing about this. What are the practices and movements? Civil rights and Black power leaders, and you have examples. James Baldwin was known as one of the biggest civil rights activists. He was a friend to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., as well as Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, and others. You got Ella Baker's grassroots strategy. You got Fannie Lou Hamer, who applied Black existentialist principles to galvanizing our people to vote during the civil rights movement. From Baldwin to Baker, the existential call to authenticity powers real world change. Again, my man don't know nothing about that. And so that gets into my references for anybody that want to pause the video, look at those. They can go check them. You can go, anything I said here can be researched and found. It is standard fare in this field of philosophy. Black existentialism or Africana critical theory is taught in universities. Again, you have Ralph Ellison, James Baldwin, William Moore Jones, Lewis R. Gordon. He said I didn't name any current people who was Black existentialist authors. I did say Lewis R. Gordon is the leading Black existentialist author and philosopher. My man's I don't know what he got in his ears. Might need to, they got them things that you can draw out all the stuff. He might need one of them because he didn't address nothing I said. He played himself by constantly evoking criticisms to existentialism. In my first slide, one of my first slides, I put the definitions for both of these philosophies up. The only thing that Black existentialism and European existentialism share is the word existentialism, as in the study of existence. But we know, I don't care if you walk in a Black church and you walk in a white church. I don't care if you watch how Black people and white people socialize. I don't care how you draw that dividing line. We know Black, when you put Black in front of something, it changes things. Hence why European existentialism and Black existentialism ain't the same thing. From a core definition standpoint, they not the same thing, but my man, he can't comprehend that. Slow gases, and it's okay. I'm here to teach him, and he here to entertain y'all and make y'all laugh. So listen, I'm gonna go down again. Lewis R. Gordon is the leading Black existentialist thinker, philosopher, and writer here in the 21st century. You also got Ta-Nehisi Coates. I don't know what my man's talking about. We having two different debates. He talking about individualism. This ain't what that is. This is about the individual and the collective.
No, you already lost. You already lost.
You need to mute your mic, Doc. You need to mute your mic. I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, you can't do that, brother. You got 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah,
all right, 2 minutes. So let me sum this up. Black existentialism is a philosophical framework that examines the lived and experienced situations of Black people in a world that is constantly trying to erase that existence. I don't know what homeboy talking about. He can't even control himself. He said my wife brought me to Christianity, and listen, whatever that's supposed to mean, I don't know. But when you've been married 28 years, not just claiming people your wives and whatnot, when you've been married 28 years, it's all good. See, I don't listen to people who can't provide the same type of situation I'm providing. If you can't come with a 28-year marriage, I don't even know why you're talking to me about me and my wife. I don't just claim people to be my wife, Doc. I actually been with my wife for 28 years. You need to get like me. You got 28 more years to live. I see you say you got a new wife. I hope you got 28 more years to live with her. That being said, family, Black existentialism and European existentialism are two different things. I proved that. I secured that. My man having a different debate. At the end of the day, Black existentialism is about us self-identifying ourselves. As my teacher, my master teacher, Baba Saber, Maurice Seneferu, head of the Temple of Het Haru, says,
You African have the power to intercede on behalf of yourself. That's Black existentialism. That's the only path to liberation.
They can't take the pressure, sign it. You gotta have your shit together, don't sign it. They be cracking down the pressure, sign it, sign it. Yeah, look, this the toughest environment streaming. If you ain't got a source and you preaching, it's the home of consciousness and commission.
All right, Mandinka, we in the bottom of the third. It's on you, my brother, to close this thing out with a bomb.
Man.
And time will start when you start. You got 10 minutes in this round, brother. The bottom of the third, last and final round.
And we can start
time
right
will
now.
start when you're
We
ready.
can start right now. Hold on. Let me
Time is starting when you're
Let me
ready.
get my screen showing. Yeah, let me get my screen. Hold up. I ain't gonna say nothing till I get my screen up.
All right, y'all should be getting y'all rebuttals ready. Rebuttal is next round. Right after this,
Let's see.
I got 5-minute rebuttals
Yeah,
after
hold
this.
up. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, cool. All right, let me know when you see my screen.
All right, the screen is
All right.
trying to come up. Not yet, not yet. It's on there, but it's trying to come up. Hold on.
This is the source Right,
Oh,
that
this the
indigenous
wrong-
black man gave me. I give him credit for this part. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it ain't come up yet. It ain't pop up.
Here it is.
I
This
see it.
one.
It ain't
I
pop
want
up.
this one. Man, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Y'all see it now?
Nope.
Y'all see it? Y'all see the screen?
No. No.
Huh?
There it go.
Okay, it's coming up.
There it is.
All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, he keep trying to fall back on W.E.B. Du Bois, ladies and gentlemen. This dude was a plant. He was an agent. Somebody sent in. Anytime that you start working with Margaret Sanger, look at it. This kills your leader right here. This kills your leader. Your leader came to the table working with Margaret Sanger. Black folks in birth control. God told us to be fruitful and multiply. But the American Negro has been going through a great period of stress, not only in present day depression, but long before. And like I say, once again, he's not going to show you the definition of this existentialism that nobody heard of, and him and his little flunkies acting like they heard of it. Nigga, I brought this out. I caught Chris Harris talking about it, something that he don't know nothing about. This information comes from Europeans. It did not come directly from an African mind, an African philosophy, an African ideology. He want to put black in front of it. See? But this W.E. Du Bois guy was working against Marcus Garvey, Booker T. Washington, and he was working against our people. He only said that the 10th of us, only artists, should be our leaders. The carpenters and the roofers and the electricians, they don't count. Only the top 10 of his boule, Phi Gamma Ray, whatever the goddamn college institution, boules and goddamn guardians to the crown. You want to get in front of us with this boule madness and think they're supposed to be our leader? And look at this, y'all. The American, they wanted birth control in our area. Here it is right here. Your leader's dead, nigga. Excuse my language. The American Negro has been going through a great period of stress, not only in present depression, reduced by ignorance and prejudice, and his former tradition of early marriage and large families has been a grave strain on the budget. This is what he's telling us, on which we seeking not merely to maintain him. Some of his leaders were white scholars that influenced him.
Now, as slaves, every incentive was furnished to raise the largest number of children possible. The chief surplus crop of Virginia and other border states consists of natural increases of slaves and is realized in this consequent slave trade to feed the plantations of the lower South and Southwest. Frederick Bancroft had recently shown us that the trade in the decade 1850 to 60 involved an average annual sales of 800,000 human beings, representing the per capita. Even then, birth control, look at this, y'all. Look at this. Look at it. Look at his leader. Let me highlight your leader, sir. Even then, birth control was secretly exercised by more intelligent slaves. This W.E. Du Bois character always looked down upon the ones who wasn't as educated. A lot of us in the audience ain't as educated as the next person, so you wouldn't even fit in W.E. Du Bois's ideology because he only want 1/10 of you to lead the way. The rest of the 90% don't even have a goddamn collective idea on what we're supposed to do as a people. I don't know what he's talking about. And none of his goddamn flunkies. Even then, birth control was secretly exercised by a more intelligent slave. Now see this, as we know from many reminiscences, after emancipation, there arose inevitable clashes of ideas between those Negroes who were striving to improve their economic position and those whose religious faith made the limitation.
All right, I'm stopping your time at 4:21.
Yeah,
look like you got pulled off. You got 4:21. I'm stopping your time, and you froze on the screen. So let's get JJ back. Let's get him back. Let me kick him out so he know he's out of here, and he'll pop back up. I stopped the brother's time.
Let me do a shameless plug again. Family, please subscribe to Paradigm Shift TV 314. Please subscribe to Paradigm Shift TV 314. I was going to do it a third time. Be
quiet, bro. Be quiet. You ain't no discipline.
All right, come on. Just come on in. I'm going to hang up.
I was talking to y'all. I didn't know I was off. Hold up, man.
Yeah.
Let me get back to this.
You using the phone?
I got this. Let's hold up for a minute. It don't matter if I'm using the computer, but guess what? It don't even matter. You're getting beat up.
Okay.
Hold up, bro. Let me get back to the screen.
Oh, man.
DMG, you got to go on mute, brother.
Could you mute your mic, sir?
My bad.
Drink your liquor
So I never
behind the scenes, bro.
So I never talked to him. He interrupted me. I ain't never interrupted him.
Be quiet.
All right.
Come on.
All right, Mandinka. No, that's me,
man.
That's me. That's me.
Yeah. Let me get back to it. How much of the birth control letter did you hear? Did y'all hear this? I can start it over.
No, we didn't hear that part. Let's go.
How much did y'all hear? Did y'all hear about it? Can you see the screen?
Yes, we can hear.
Okay.
We ain't see none of that. None of that.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, none of that. God damn, who I've been talking? So look, like I said, this guy, his leader, W.E.D. Du Bois, promotes and hangs with Margaret Sanger, sending her money to put these Planned Parenthoods in our neighborhoods. You see what I'm saying? He promoted this. He was backing this. So you want to get in front of us and promote this guy? Look at this. The American, see, I'm glad you see, I thought y'all was hearing this. Now watch this. The American Negro has been going through a period of stress, not only through present depression, but long before it. His income reduced, ignorance of prejudice. But watch how this Du Bois talk about his own people, y'all. Now, as slaves, every incentive was furnished to raise large numbers of children possible, which that's our culture, that's our nature. But this guy is promoting the Planned Parenthood. The chief surplus of crop in Virginia on the border state consists of natural increase of slaves, and it was realized in a consistent slave trade to feed the plantations of the lower South and Southwest. Now, after emancipation,
this inevitable clash between those Negroes who were striving to improve their economic position and those who had religious faith made the limitation of children a sin. See, those who had the religious faith said, no, the limitation of children is a sin. This is what God said, be fruitful, multiply, that go against his cores of value. But his leader, W.E.B. Du Bois, was working with the enemy. So how his ideology the best for us? So look at this, y'all. In addition to this, low income, which Negroes receive, made bachelorhood and spinstership widespread and naturally resulting in lowering in some classes and sex standards. On the other hand, the mass ignorant, look how he talk about us. The mass, this is a letter from this guy, look, W.E.B. Du Bois right here. He calls us mass ignorant Negroes. Still breed carelessly. Look at that, y'all. And disastrously. This your leader? Malcolm X and all the other leaders of Pan-African movement wants to be fruitful and multiply, just like the Bible. So that this increase among Negroes, and even more than the increase among whites, is from the part of the population least intelligent and fit. This is what he's calling y'all. Now, I know y'all ain't that damn. Come on, man. Y'all seeing what his leader, what he's saying about us? Look at this. Least intelligent and fit, and least able to rear their children properly. There comes the difficult, insistent problem of spreading among Negroes and intelligent. You see how he separates Negroes and intelligent? And clearly recognize the concept of popular birth control, so that young people can marry, have companionship and natural health, and yet not have children until they are able to take care of them. This, of course, requires, in the first place, a revision of general laws. In the second place, it calls for a more liberal attitude among Negro churches. He wants the church to control how we have kids. The churches are open in the most part of the intelligent propaganda of any sort of the American Birth Control, of the American Birth Control League. Now he's trying to put the churches up to stop us and sterilize us, working with Margaret Sanger. You have no answer for that. You have no proof or any kind of, oh, well, he don't know what existentialism is. None of y'all know what it is because nobody used it in the civil rights movement. It's black nationalism, black collectivism, black Pan-Africanism, Afrocentralism, the Bible, and the goddamn Quran. Where's this European ideology where it galvanized us? Where? Because you got a couple of little weird guys, Fran and goddamn some little gay poet. You got a little gay poet in front of your movie. And then in 2025, RuPaul is in front of it, dude. So moreover, there are, look how this dude talk about his people. You're not gonna tell me you haven't shown us no plan for existentialism. You haven't shown us no 25
1 minute and a half.
Steps. None of that, bro. You just been up here running your mouth and throwing ad homs, talking about you the big man with the big beard. You slow. You went backwards. You went to white Jesus from Anubis, goddammit, to white Jesus because your wifey told you. What man is that, sir? Since you want to throw hints, since you want to throw shots. You ain't on the level of debating with me, sir. You haven't proven anything. The onus of proof is on you. The burden of proof is on you. You're supposed to be telling us this goddamn great plan that you're existentialist. He ain't told us no leader. These guys he talking about is dead or they writing little books. Where's that in front of the community? Where's they getting shot and killed for the movement? Huh? Your guys are nothing but a bunch of fairy guys and goddamn poets. That's what they are in 2025, sir. And I'm going to say this before I close out. Black existentialism is not the best ideology for the black community. You know why? Because there is no groundwork for it. There is no trail of showing how it was used to help our people. He talking about a couple of fellas. Then he was talking Malcolm. Malcolm X he was a black nationalist. You will not see nowhere when he talking about he was a black existentialist. You made it up.
This is up to stand by the screen, right? Yeah, they can't take the pressure, sign it. You gotta have your shit together on sign it.
Oh, man.
Cracking under pressure, sign it.
Get it, DMG.
Yeah. This the toughest saying by the screen, man. If you ain't got a source, then you read, man.
All right. The end of round 1, 2, and 3. We are now upon the 5-minute rebuttal. Mandinka, as he's preparing for his rebuttal, to say his rebuttal, you should be preparing for yours. Mandinka Mali, DMG, it's on you, brother. Time will start when you're ready. Unmute yourself, brother. All right, I'll let both of y'all, hold up, I'll allow both of y'all to have y'all shot earlier because it came too quick. I didn't want to stop y'all. But no more, insults towards each other, or no insults towards the wives. Let's keep all of that out of it, and let's go for the rebuttal. Let's go. Time will start when you're ready.
All right, so no insult. Like I said, I've been married 28 years to one woman.
Okay.
So that's all I'm saying. Now let's go to the definition because I read this at the beginning, but my man couldn't hear it.
This is your rebuttal right here. 5 minutes. It's on you, DMG.
Yes, sir. Existentialism is concerned with existence, freedom, choice.
I'm out. I'm gonna start your time over. Are you sharing your screen?
No, I'm just reading the definition again.
Okay. All right. Time will start. Go ahead.
Appreciate it. Existentialism is concerned with existence, freedom, choice, and authenticity. Black existentialism is rooted in reflection of existential reflection rooted in anti-Black racism and colonialism. It critiques domination and affirms Black agency. Now, again, this is for the people with slow gases. Existentialism is concerned with existence, freedom, choice, and authenticity. Black existentialism is a reflection rooted in anti-Black racism and colonialism. It critiques domination and affirms Black agency. Again, the brother keeps saying Malcolm X, Huey P. Newton, Black Panther, they didn't do it. I did a quick Google search. Just a quick Google search. All of y'all in the chat, there's 250 some people watching. All 250 people, all 250 of y'all, do the same Google search. Did Malcolm X and the Black Panther Party follow Black existentialism? It's gonna give you the same information it gave me. The answer was yes, emphatically. It was yes. He don't know what he's talking about. HOK dope, not knowing what he's talking about. Now, again, he keeps saying that for whatever reason, this is gay and that's gay and he gay and she gay. Listen, James Baldwin was gay. Nobody knew it until he was a much older man because he wasn't talking about gay rights. He was talking about Black rights. He wasn't talking about gay existence. He was talking about the existence of Black people, Black existentialism. Never mentioned anything about being gay. Now, what he did say, regardless of if he was gay, is that to be a Negro in America and be relatively conscious is to be in an almost constant state of anger. I don't care what his sexuality is, that statement remains true from the day he said it till right now. That's Black existentialism. I don't know what homeboy talking about. I don't know what he talking. He talking about W.E.B. Du Bois, the Boule, all of that. We talking about is Black existentialism, the best ideology for Black people. I'm gonna say it again. Shout out to Baba Saber and Maurice Neferu. You African have the power to intercede on behalf of yourself. That's Black existentialism in a nutshell. Homeboy talking about something else, but he here to entertain y'all and make y'all laugh. I'm here to educate people on what Black existentialism is. I concede the rest of my time.
I know. You want to? Hey,
all right, hold on, Mandinka. Hold on. All right, Mandinka, you got 5 minutes in your rebuttal. After this, as he's doing this, DMG, you should be getting your questions ready. You got 3 questions to ask Mandinka, and Mandinka have 3 questions to ask you. Time will start when you're ready, Mandinka.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a sham. That's all he did was get up here with his goddamn black beard and act like he's more educated than anybody else. Your existentialism has its roots in European philosophy, European ideology. You can't name us the great African philosophers like the Hoteps and all the different guys that we got. Your existentialism doesn't deal with our people. You haven't showed us no groundwork. What have you showed us, son? What has he showed us? Where's the existentialism boycotting the bus? Where's the existentialism in the goddamn the Capitol building getting spit on with signs? We know that they're existentialists. We don't know these people. Then you want to try to protect a couple of gay guys? That's not my fault, sir. There is nothing about your ideology that trumps over black nationalism, black collectivism, the burden of proof was on you, and you didn't show us no works. You didn't show in 1964, this is what the group of existentialists did. You didn't show us that. Where was Franz Franklin or whatever the little weird soft powder puff was at? He was hiding behind his goddamn poetry and his books. He wasn't in the front line like Malcolm X. He wasn't in the front line like Huey P. Newton. And you want to come up here and get in front of it. This is why you didn't even want to do a preliminary over here, because you know you didn't want the people to know that this nonsense is, that it comes from Europeans and a whole bunch of gay, goddamn white guys. That's where it comes from. You won't see a collective plan with existentialism. In my question round, I'm going to ask you, where's the collective behind this? Who is the leaders? You done brought up some guy that you pulled up in Google in the middle of the debate. Who does that? Google in the middle of the debate. You're supposed to already be ready, sir. But this is what he did. He Googled in the middle of the debate. And then, like I said, are you saying that black existentialism is better than Pan-Africanism, better than black collectivism, better than that black nationalism, proven ideologies that has somewhat helped our people? You can't show us that. Show us a black existentialism movement without trying to add, well, yeah, they were also Pan-Africanism. No, you show us the works, bro. You can't. Let me get back to this before my time is up. Let me get back to this, bro. This dude's dead in the water. He didn't bring y'all nothing. He didn't prove this was the best for us. How? How is it best for us spiritually? How is it best for us economically? How is it best for us for our education? How is it best for our community? Where's the existential guide to show you how to deal with morality and deal with your parents? There is no guideline for this because he already said it wasn't a movement. So how is it best for us? We move and goddamn, we want to move together in a unit, not no individualistic goddamn type of way, bro. And you want to talk about my pronunciation? You want to talk about who I am and who I ain't? That's your problem. You're dealing with individualism. I come as a collective, sir. You don't. You come as just, well, such and such was doing this and such, but you haven't showed us, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to go back and look at this. Look, collectivism, collective ideology, that's Pan-African, black nationalism, determination, dogmatic ideas of Christian socialism. Where is this existentialism? Eternal civil rights activism with a strong emphasis on external validation. Where's the community effort with what building can we go to? Where's he at? He's not a threat, you're a leader, because you don't have one. You already said it wasn't a movement, sir. Look at this, y'all. Let me keep going. Look at this. We got all these other ones. We got Pan-African and black nationalism, nonviolent resistance, Christian socialism, Marxism, abolitionism, civil rights activism, Garveyism. You mean to tell me that your ideology was the best out of all of these, but we can't even find no history of it in the civil rights movement? Where's the self-defense existentialism group where they got the guns out in front of the middle of the street and head yelling black power, we existentialists? I hear him say we black power. I hear him saying Plan Action. I hear him saying RBG. I hear him saying we a Hebrew Israelite. I hear him saying we a Moor. I hear him saying we from the Nation of Islam. You already got beat up, bro. Get in front of us with this nonsense. Where is this existential movement? Only time we can find it is in the LGBT community. That's the strongest existential movement that you're going to see. He already admitted a couple of them with some gay fairy pops. But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I came to you, I brought you black nationalism, I talked about Pan-Africanism, I talked about black collectivism. I ain't have to do that because the burden of proof is really on him to prove that he failed miserably. He failed.
All right. We are now at the mark of the Q&A. You have at least a minute and a half to answer the question. You can't cut him off. You can ask your question, but you have to allow him his minute and a half to answer it. If you want to finish before a minute and a half, that's cool. He could be finished in 30 seconds. It's up to him. All right. So, DMG.
We agreed that I'll ask the question first since he went first, and then I'll close out since he went first. But in the question round, he's going to ask mine first.
Okay, no problem. All right, Mandinka, ask your question, but allow him his minute and a half to answer.
Yeah. All right, DMG. My first question to you is, can you prove that this ideology of existentialism came out of Africa?
Unmute yourself, brother.
I can't prove that it came out of Africa. I can prove it came from someone of African descent. Again, this is a philosophical framework that identifies Black existence in the face of colonialism, white supremacy, and racial oppression. There are no white Black existentialist philosophers. You can't find one. You might be able to find a philosopher that comment on it, but you can't find a white Black existentialist philosopher or writer because it's Black. So it came out of the minds, plural, of people of African descent. I can't say that it comes out of Africa.
Okay, so my second question is, if we as a people identify ourselves and our ancestors as African, a lot of us do, how can an ideology that don't come up out of the way we think, come up out of Africa, be the best ideology out of Pan-Africanism, out of Black nationalism, out of Black collectivism? How does these three get beat by your ideology that came from Europe, sir? Go ahead.
All right. So again, the brother is demonstrating that he just don't listen. I talked about how Black existentialism relates to Pan-Africanism, the NOI, Moore Science Temple, any of these groups. So I'm gonna read my slide again. Black existentialism does not reject, one more time for the people with slow gases. Black existentialism does not reject the valuable contributions of Pan-Africanism, the Nation of Islam, or Moore's Science Temple. Instead, it absorbs their insights, community, pride, political solidarity, spiritual grounding, while avoiding their limitations. Again, whatever my brother got in his ears, he got to pull it out. I already addressed this.
So are you saying that some ideology that absorbs ideas from other ideologies is already established? They're already established, and you're telling me because they absorb the Pan-African, I don't even see it, y'all, because you got a couple of guys in there. So how the absorbing from other Black ideologies make this one better when it don't even come from us? Can you explain that?
What was your question?
How you said existentialism, pay attention, sir. You said that it absorbs, it doesn't reject Pan-Africanism,
Well, these ideologies are already established. This is the up and coming. This is 1970. Your stuff is brand new. African spirituality and all these other ideologies have already been out there. So my question is, how does this trump over all these other ones that's already established and has proven groundwork, sir?
Well, again, you said something that wasn't true. You said this is the new kid on the block. I assert it again. You know, it's an art to listening. Again, that's another Sinetta quote. It's an art to listening, JJ. I said at the beginning of my presentation, Black existentialist thought goes back to the 19th century thinkers like Frederick Douglass, like Sojourner Truth, like Harriet Tubman. You can even add Malcolm Delaney or Martin Delaney. These were the proto-Black existentialist thinkers. They influenced those that we had in the 20th century and those who we have in the 21st century. So again, it's a philosophy. So if it's a Black concept, it can absorb it because that's what philosophy does. It's ever evolving.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, JJ. We are now moving over to DMG. DMG, you got 3 questions that you can ask Mandinka Mali. And then we're going to have y'all 5-minute closing. And then we're going to open up the panel for the people who would like to maybe come in and ask a few questions. Time will start when you finish your question.
All right, my first question is this, JJ. Black existentialism emphasizes individual agency and the creation of meaning despite systemic oppression. It also encompasses the collective. So it addresses the individual and the collective. My question is this: how does your preferred ideology empower Black people to define themselves outside of the imposed racial narratives as effectively as Black existentialism does?
Okay. So the civil rights movement, ladies and gentlemen, was primarily driven by ideologies that focus on achieving racial equality, social justice, which existentialism doesn't deal with directly. While liberating is one of it. The key ideologies that we were dealing with civil rights activism focused on achieving equal rights through whether it's a nonviolent movement, whether it's through Black nationalism. These are all ideologies that are recognized in academics, in scholarly circles. Black existentialism is not even recognized in the academic circles. That's an easy Google search, as he would say. I guarantee you, if you pull it up right now, that's my next question. You pull it up right now, you're not going to see Black existentialism as being recognized in these circles. We're going to have Pan-Africanism, who highlighted unity and solidarity. You can shake your head and act like you're confused, because you are. You haven't showed who's the leader of this Black existentialism movement. There was 5 of them right now. He tried to put Frederick Douglass and Malcolm X in those type of categories. That's a goddamn lie. Because when if you put up the definition of existentialism, anytime that you're going against a collective and you're dealing with individual personal gain or thoughts, or you make up your own morality, they believe that life is meaningless.
Time. All right, DMG.
Life is meaningless, sir.
What's the next question, DMG? Unmute yourself, brother.
My bad, family. I apologize. I had to mute myself so I wouldn't be heard laughing. Black existentialism is not tied to a single nation, religion, or economic system.
Right.
So my question to you is, in a globalized world where Black identities, experiences are diverse, how does your ideology provide a more flexible, inclusive solution than Black existentialism?
Okay. All right. Because you know why? Because I'm dealing with collectivism, ladies and gentlemen. Your definition deals with an individual. What you're not getting through your brain here, sir.
Black Pan-Africanism is a collective, Sarnetta. Black nationalism is a collective. These ideologies share a common theme, such as emphasizing community. Look, yeah, I would laugh too if you got in front of us, emphasizing community, collective identity, fostering unity and solidarity among Black people, promoting self-determination and empowerment, ladies and gentlemen, highlighting the importance of African heritage. Look, your thing is not even a movement. It's not even recognized in scholarly circles, and you can't even pull it up. I dare you to pull it up before you get up off this stage, sir. Each ideology has its own focus and approach. Collectivism emphasizes shared goals. There's no shared goals in existentialism. It's do as thy will. It's the whole of my goddamn law. I get to do what I want. I get to wear a dress, and I still can show up at the goddamn civil rights meeting. We don't need these type of guys at the rally. We don't need them. This is what DMG promoting. Black Existentialism. Y'all ain't never heard this till I called it out. It ain't making no traction. This is just a bunch of bougie Negroes that got their nose in there and want to stop trying to sound more important than everybody else. Remember, this leader only wants the top 10%.
Time. All right, your last and final question, DMG, before we get to the closeout.
All right. The core aim of Black liberation is both the liberation of the collective and the individual. My question to you, JJ, Mandinka, Jeremiah Judah, and whatever else, what specific mechanisms within your ideology achieve the liberation of both mind and body more effectively than the existentialists, the Black existentialists demand to create meaning and freedom in the face of white oppression?
Could you repeat that?
All right, I got you. The core aim of Black existentialists is to both assert liberation on the collective and individual front. My question to you is, what specific mechanisms within your ideology achieve liberation of both mind and body more effectively than the Black existentialist demand to create meaning and freedom in the face of white oppression?
Okay. Now, as y'all can see, ladies and gentlemen, earlier, when I got to talking about Black nationalism, I went into mental health. I went into stuff like that. He didn't do that. So you got the nerve to ask me about how do my ideology deal with the mind? When is you going to bring that out, sir? Because you didn't in this debate. See, I deal with guys like Edward Wilmot Blythe, a Liberian intellectual, a political activist for Pan-Africanism and African identity. This let us know when we're talking about African identity, they're talking about us. This come from the land. As I asked him earlier, did this ideology come from Africa? You know what he said? No. So he's saying European philosophy and ideologies is for us. This is what this guy is saying. Trying to get you to think that JJ don't know what he's talking about with his little ad homs. Nigga, bro, you are a rookie debater, bro. You have not proven your case. You have not showed us that existentialism is the best ideology for our people, for liberation or anything. It wasn't even used in the Black civil rights movement. It wasn't even used in the abolitionist movement. None of that. So I don't even know how you can even ask me when I told you during the debate how I dealt with mental health. When is you going to show us what existentialism did with mental health? Here, let me get into some more information, bro. Let me get into some more. How much time I got? How much time I got? At 36?
Time.
All right.
We are now at the closing part of this debate. The final and last part of it is 5 minutes closing. DMG, time will start when you're ready. Close us out, brother.
Hey, hold on. Hey, if you don't mind, I use the restroom. I take a leak.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to hear his closing, though. Just hold up, DMG. Play a commercial, promote the next debate, whatever you want to do.
All right.
Hey, family, subscribe to Paradigm Shift TV 314. We got a powerful 3-day event coming up the weekend of October 3rd through October 5th. Debate Mania. Y'all please go over there and subscribe. Check us out. We're trying to get on the same level as my big brother, Sinetta. Debate Mania #1, October 3rd through October 5th. Paradigm Shift TV 314.
Yeah, who that you that say that's on TV? Big dog, he the voice of the streets. It's too much killing in the hood while they creeps out the violence. Show the kids how you say that's not your problem. Yeah, we gon' debate after that. What wait? Teach these brothers that they kings, maybe they won't have to dream. It's a new day, a new era. Time to fall in love with that black that you see up in that mirror, nigga. Peace and love, unity and power. But sit your ass down is for the scholars. Minute after minute, like your hour, you can shout out what you lean on. We going live, turn your screen on. Grab a seat, get this knowledge when the team on. Better pay attention before you end up in detention. Let me mention who it be inside that a TV. Black people, black power, inside that a TV. We can reach out inside that a TV.
All right. Now we got 5 minutes in your closing. DMG, time will start when you're ready, brother.
All right, you can start my time.
All right.
So this brother continues to demonstrate that he has no idea what he's talking about. JJ is the HOK GOAT, like he tell y'all he is. He is the HOK GOAT of not knowing what he's talking about. Check this out. My man said Franz Fanon was a gay poet, a soft poet, a fairy poet, whatever he said. Check this out. Franz Fanon was considered violent, often described as an apostle of violence. But his concept of violence was specific to the context of anti-colonial liberation, where he saw it as a necessary cleansing act to free colonized Black people from oppression. Now, again, my opponent thought Franz Fanon was a white man. My opponent said Franz Fanon was a soft fairy, whatever. Franz Fanon is called the apostle of violence. Like, what we talking about? Hey, this ain't no Cersei Lannister thing where she chooses violence on occasions. He chose violence all the time. But check this out. My opponent claims that Black existentialism borrows too heavily from European philosophy and therefore cannot serve Black liberation. That argument misses the essence of the tradition. Black existentialism retools concepts like freedom, absurdity, and authenticity through the lived realities of the African diaspora. Thinkers such as Franz Fanon, Louis R. Gordon, James Baldwin didn't simply imitate European philosophers. They transformed existentialism by centering the Black experience of racism, colonialism, and the quest for self-identification. Unlike rigid nationalist or religious ideologies, Black existentialism is not bound to a single nation, church, or leader. It is a living, flexible framework that empowers Black people to confront oppression while affirming personal agency and cultural polarity. It speaks to those in the US, the Caribbean, Africa, and beyond, wherever Black people wrestle with what it means to be fully human. So rather than being a borrowed philosophy, Black existentialism is a liberated philosophy created by Black thinkers, not white, Black thinkers, not European thinkers, to help us name our reality, resist dehumanization, and define ourselves on our own terms. That makes it uniquely equipped to be the best ideology for Black people today, tomorrow, and forever. Again, shout out to Baba Saber Amari Seneferu at the Temple of Het Haru right in here in St. Louis. You African, you Black man, Black woman have the power to intercede on behalf of yourself. That's Black existentialism. My man don't know what he's talking about. HOK go to not knowing what he's talking about. It's your brother DMG the poet, AKA Brother Pianki. Salute to all my supporters. Salute to Sinetta for hosting this debate. I think I 03 them, 05 them, whatever you want to call it. He done.
You're done. My turn.
Yo. You can't
Look at him. He can't control himself, man.
He can't talk.
I thought he was done or something. He said he was done.
No, it's all right, JJ. Mistake. Go ahead.
I ain't gonna use a tactic.
Hey, last I want to say shout out to my queen for being in the audience. Shout out to my other mama, Mama B, Barbara Cunningham. Shout out to my brother, Neo Love. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. It's your brother DMG. That's that.
Time to set the stage with the lights off. Let the little nigga breathe to the fight off. You ain't never like the room with the bright sauce. Hail Mary, they despise what the light brought. Let them roach niggas bleed if they can't see. Outside near the TV, what you can't be. They say that murder on my mind, now they can't breathe. Take a picture of the crew, that's your last peep. Oh, I need me a love, yeah, that's just me. Just keep them jumping like some frogs, so they might be leave when the sunset. And they don't really want to bleed from the gun, playing like mine, nigga, smoking weed on the one-way street, nigga. Yeah, we see we outside with it. Pull up to debates like we might be with it on guard. Cyphers niggas like bullshit and they fraud. Let me chop them down with the sword. Walk them down like they live bars. This is tough as you gon' be in, we too hard. And you don't really want that smoke, my G. With B-side net on TV. This the toughest environment, the toughest environment to be in.
All right, Mandinka, let's close this thing out.
Yeah.
You got 5 minutes for your closing. You got 5 minutes for your closing. It's on you, brother. Time will start when you're ready.
Yeah, shout out to the Minister of Music of the Lions Den, Neil Love, Sister Kabrima, Lions Den, Apostles of Crime, Black Jesus Minister. Oh, crap. Now look at this, y'all. This guy, like I said, he didn't bring a blueprint. He didn't bring any evidence of this existentialism movement. You were just up here running your mouth, happy to be on the stage with me, bro. That's what it was, bro. You didn't show nothing. What did you show? Where's the groundwork, bro? That's what I've been showing you. All the groundwork from Black nationalism. I've been showing you from Black collectivism. All of that. Y'all already know. See, Black collectivism emphasized the importance of community. He didn't say nothing about that. Shared identity. A collective empowerment, whereas existentialism focused on an individual relationship, responsibility, and the personal thoughts of themselves. This is why Black collectivism is considered more beneficial and all the other ideologies I brought up. Community empowerment, what did he talk about that? Black collectivism prioritized the collective well-being and empowerment of the community, recognizing that individual success is often tied to the success of the community. James, you didn't do that. I commend you for getting in the ring with me, sir. I know that's been on your bucket list. Now you're going down as somebody. Yeah, look, me and DMG already talked before the debate. We good. A shared identity. It acknowledged the shared experiences, the history and struggles of Black people. This is what Black collectivism is. Y'all put it to the table. Y'all see 7,000 and brought up all this information. Look. Shared identity with Black people focusing on a sense of unity and solidarity. Those are the key components. We don't see no key components in this existentialism. We have collective action. By working together, Black individuals can pool their resources, exercise and knowledge to achieve a common goal. He hasn't shown no common goal with the Black existentialism being in the forefront of charging up that movement. You see, we're trying to overcome systematic barriers. We can't do that alone, ladies and gentlemen. We can't trump our own individual feeling over the collective.
We cannot, if we want to move forward in 2025. How about this? The resilience and support. Black collectivism provide a support network for individuals. Did you hear that? A support network for individuals, helping them come together and navigate the difficulties of life, of systematic racism. Now, here's the limitations of existentialism, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to get your pen and paper out and write that down, Sarnetta, because I know a lot of you ain't never heard of this, like Jabari say, but I'm bringing it out today. Individualism. Shout out to Jabari. Existentialism focuses on individual freedom. That's what it focuses on. And choice can overlook the importance. The freedom of choice and individualism can overlook the importance of community and collective identity. The disregard of systematic barriers. Existentialism emphasizes on personal responsibility. They neglect the impact of systematic racism. They neglect systematic racism and oppression as a collective. You won't find it. I told y'all, you're not going to find this. The lack of collective action is also a flaw in existentialism. Existentialism. If I can pronounce it right, I can spell it. A lot of y'all don't even know it, never heard of it. Now, the lack of collective action, I didn't look it up so much. I know how to spell it by heart. Individualistic approach might not prioritize the collective action and community empowerment. Now, this and DMG, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to your wife. If that's, man, bro, y'all a great couple, man. I was married for 16 years. I know longevity. I know about that. I got 6 grandchildren, 4 kids, 4 or 5 children, other children, bro, children and grandchildren. I've been blessed by the Most High. You see? Why Black collectivism might be more beneficial? Because it addresses systematic injustice. Black collectivism can be more efficiently address systematic injustice by promoting collective action and community empowerment, which existentialism does. And thank y'all for supporting the debate. Sorry for the listening in. I appreciate y'all coming out. Thanks.
All right, family, this is the time where y'all can come in, ask the brothers some couple of questions. The link.
All right, we ain't gonna get into when my man opened up the chat.
Yeah, we ain't got to do that.
Yeah.
We can open the floor, talk about it. I think your last part that you had a lot more energy than you did in your first couple of rounds. If you had whole energy through the whole debate, you'd be better off.
Yeah, and traditionally, it's kind of like, it's kind of like a producer when they rap. You know what I mean? Like Dr. Dre or Kanye rapping or DJ Quick rapping when they really, I ain't gonna say Puffy, but no Diddy. But,
what I mean,
I know what you're saying.
Hold on, real quick, DMG, real quick. Indigenous, I did say that you did give me the source you told me about W.E.D. Du Bois, but I went up and looked up the information myself. So thank you for that, Indigenous. But you didn't organize my whole debate. You got to get up here and explain it too. You can't explain it from the goddamn chat. You can't explain it from the payphone. I'm not going to hold the phone for you 3 or 4 hours every time you want to get your information out, and then you in the audience crossing me mad because 2 other people was talking and you didn't get to talk. They on the screen. But like I said, you show up tomorrow. Hey, I called you out 2 days in a row. Show up with your phone holder and your goddamn moderator, and in 3 hours, a death debate match, and I'm gonna slaughter you like I did Deron Tillis. I promise you.
Hey, shout out to Indigenous Black man, even though he don't really like me on my platform. I thought you was animated the whole time. I didn't realize until you said it tonight that you had a slide that should have been showing. I thought that's what you was trying to show. That's why I was like, what's going on? And so it was interesting. I will say this, and then I had let you respond, and then we'll let Jose talk. I still to this day don't know. I didn't hear you debating Black existentialism. It seemed like you was debating European existentialism. And I defined the difference. Do you still have that same sentiment that they one and the same?
Well, I still feel that it's not an original African concept. So I feel that it was molded and shaped through a European mind. And some of our people took it and put Black in front of it because the creators of existentialism did not view their worldview, because this is their worldview and their philosophy. That's why I wanted to tie in our own Black philosophies. You see what I'm saying? Black nationalism, Pan-Africanism, African spirituality, Black church. I mean, you got the nation. Is all these ideologies, I see that the driving force that galvanized our people together. If this is the best ideology, it has to do something to work for us. That's how I looked at it. And I know you're saying, well, it deals with different parts of these different movements, but I just didn't see, like, I need to see, like, okay, yeah, this is what we existentialism, but the whole definition is, defining your own purpose or whatever like that. And African spirituality, we're here by divine, we predestined, we have a mission here. That's Black African spirituality. So that's why I still don't think that it's the best ideology out of all.
You breaking up
between all the ones. That's okay. Let me turn my camera on. That was so. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're a lot clearer with your camera off.
Can you hear me now?
Yep. We can hear you.
Yeah. So I don't know what all y'all heard or anything, but I can say it again.
Yeah. Just
all the ideologies that's out there. I mean, I looked at the whole list.
Yeah, give us a brief summary of what you said because you was breaking up.
Basically, I was saying, well, in the debate, I was doing it because he made the claim. So if he made the claim that it's the best ideology, the burden of proof is on him. So that means you would have to show, okay, this is why this is the best for us, because this is what they do for us. Here's the institutions, here's the organization, here's the history. Here go some of the leaders that still past and current. So the existentialism is not the only ideology. There's other ones out there that I compared it to and brought them to the table, attacking existentialism.
Yeah, you attacked my beard a couple of times too.
Come on, man. You know how many shots you threw at me through the whole debate?
Looking back at it, I was like, dang, I was throwing shots the whole time. But hey, let's go to our brother Jose. Jose, what's up with you, man? What did you think of the debate?
It was a good debate. You did a very excellent job, I might say.
I appreciate it.
Listen, I could do my presentation this week, or I have to wait till next week.
Let's do it Thursday.
Okay. I could share my screen and show you a little bit of it.
No. Let's wait till Thursday.
Come on, bro. Come on. Can you do that some other time, Jose?
We getting out of here. We getting out of here in about 10 minutes. But let's do it Thursday. Send me the title, and I'll get the thumbnail made.
All right, good, man. But it was a good debate, man. It was a good debate. I would like to see a part 2 to that, though.
You say you want a part 2? All right. Hey, maybe we can do part 2 on your channel.
You sure?
Oh, me?
Nah, I don't think JJ is gonna want to come on my channel.
Why not? JJ all about building up smaller channels.
Nah, maybe some other debate.
Bro, look here, bro.
Maybe some other
I don't know
debate.
what you up here for.
Not that debate.
But you're gonna have to, yeah. We trust me. We don't want to go on your channel. You're too biased. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
No, I'm not biased.
Hey, look, family. Link is in the chat. Tell us who you think won. Tell us who you think took it. Vote for the infamous DMG or Mandinka Mali. Hey, Ru say he at work, but great job, DMG and Mandinka Mali. Hey, Ru, me and you gonna talk. Mandinka Mali want the social media title, bro.
Yeah. Also, really, I came over here to debate certain people, so I'm not going to debate DMG on it. I'm going to debate the first person that I heard that from, and that's Chris Ayers. You know, he over here. I'm over here. We're going to have to, two words going to have to collide sooner or later.
That's pay-per-view right there. That's pay-per-view. That's pay-per-view.
Yeah, man. Because he the first one I heard about. He said, I deal with emoji. I deal with existentialism. I deal with my mom and my dad being my dad. He had all kind of different things that he didn't flip-flop. He used to be up on the Judah Nazareth as a tour knight. Judah gave him his name, Chris MVP. But I, all I'm saying,
let's not attack Chris. Let's not attack Chris. Look, hey, if nobody else gonna hit the link, we gonna get ready to get up out of here.
Out of here, man.
Shout out to my sister Michelle Turner. Michelle, you the GOAT. Hey, I enjoyed this review, JJ. Again, I deserved all of the heat you was throwing at me because I was throwing shots at you the whole time. Shout out to everybody who caught me mispronouncing self-definition and saying I don't even know what was I saying? Self-identification instead of self-definition. Even though Michelle ain't hit me up and tell me I was pronouncing it wrong. JJ still don't know how to say existentialism, and it's all good. But hey, I appreciate you giving me the shot. You know what I mean? I hadn't had any debates outside of Cap and nobody, and so you gave me an opportunity to get on the big stage and have that conversation. And I've been wanting to tell everybody about Black existentialism, Africana critical theory. One thing you said when you said nobody has heard of it, it do go unnoticed, even though elements of it are in all of our movements, but people don't really know what Africana critical theory is. And so that gave me an opportunity to put that information out there. So I appreciate it. JJ, did you freeze up? I think JJ froze up.
Well, DMG, if you have any disagreement with my ideology as far as Kemet being black, you could always respond to it if you want to, because I think you might want to say something about it in terms of me saying Kemet is black. Because I remember you mentioning that you thought I might be putting a modern spin on it. So if you want to respond, you could always do that.
Yeah, we'll see when you do your presentation. I don't have a problem with saying Kemet is black. It's just the like what context are we talking about? What time period are we talking about, etc.
It always meant black as a physical description, not a racial thing.
Okay.
So I'll get back. I'll get with you on the time for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Let me know, and then I get a thumbnail.
Jose.
What's that?
You found you read it?
I didn't hear anything he said.
Do you
turn your camera off, JJ?
Yeah. Jose Francis, do you deal with the Book of the Dead?
You mean the Perd Em Heru? There's no such thing as a Book of the Dead.
Okay.
Dead people don't read.
Okay, but I'm asking you, do you deal with that? Yes or no, sir?
Yes, I read one of them on this channel before. The Papyrus of Ani.
So let me ask you this. Can I ask you one more question?
Go ahead.
What was the purpose of that book? What's the purpose of that book?
To show you how you live your life and to take you on your journey through your afterlife.
Where's the afterlife and who's it with?
Who was in the afterlife? You could become
who
Hassad.
Who they go be with in the afterlife? That's what I'm trying to ask you.
The ancestors, they could become Hassad.
Hey, hold on, Jose. I know JJ hedging his bets for his debate against Haru, man. Stop this. JJ be playing chess, man. I just called it. I'm like, what? Yeah, man. He got a debate with Haru coming up, man.
All right, cool.
Hey, man, indigenous black man is an intellectual terrorist, man. That's
so
crazy.
Smart, he can't even jump on the stream. He's so smart, he can't even jump on the stream and push the button. He must ain't got no fingers, you know. Hey, you ain't got no fingers to push use your bottom lip. That's what you do. Get up here. See me tomorrow, indigenous. I done called you out 2 days in a row. You're going to defend these mega churches that you be dealing with, sending your SSI check to them people. Then you ain't got enough quarters to stay on the phone long enough to even do a whole show. I'm tired of holding the phone for you. See? You done messed up with me. Now I got to get you. Who you going to have hold your phone tomorrow? Bring him in, your moderator. 3-hour deaf debate match. We're going to talk about your mega churches and how your pagan holidays and Christmas and eating pork chops and how all that. You talking about Moses split the Red Sea. Did he do it literally? We're going to find out. You're going to have to prove. You can't prove none of that. You can't prove a donkey talked. None of that, sir. So I'm a dog watcher. He ain't going to show up tomorrow. I guarantee it. Because he ain't going to be able to get on the goddamn phone. He ain't going to be able to get on the screen.
Hey,
he wants some
listen.
attention. That's it.
Hey, family. Mandinka Mali has laid the gauntlet down for the Worldview Wars Debate League. We got 2 big debates coming up this weekend. MVP Chris Harris is challenging Big Hemi for the Worldview Wars Debate League world title. And then Sunday, the vacant academic title is on the line when Haru Conscious, the current reigning social media champion, takes on Steve Calabro to see who will be the new academic champion. Family, we got a powerful weekend for you. We hope y'all here for it. Y'all know the first 30 minutes going to be right here on Paradigm Shift TV. We're going to throw the link in the chat so y'all can go over and start watching Worldview Wars Debate League, the channel, get them subscribers up, and we're going to be getting some motion going over there just like we got it going over here. Mandinka Mali is coming. It's going to be crazy. I can see Mandinka versus Jashub in the near future. We also got some collaborations coming up with the HOK. First up is Lucifer the Devil, a.k.a. Jashub the Scholastic Bully, taking on Asar M. Ka. We're going to get them together and come up with a concrete topic, and we'll keep y'all posted on that. Also, me and my man Cannon going to be coming with what we calling the Black Church series, where we're going to start dispelling all of these myths, all of these lies, all of these ahistorical narratives about the Black church and our people, our ancestors, and what they believed. We're going to get down to it. That's coming very soon. I'm putting up articles on Substack. I think I said that right. And we're going to be turning those into presentations and talking points on the platform. So y'all look forward to that. Hey, JJ, keep it brief, but any closing remarks?
Yeah, man, I really enjoyed doing this review, especially both of us here. It's better when both people are on the panel to review the information. You can learn from your mistakes. You can see things that you missed. I love going back and checking everything out. But yeah, I had a whole bunch of information like in the chamber right now, but we ain't got enough time for that. I'm saving that for Chris Harris because he's the first person that talked about this. But yeah, man, it was a good thing to show the community that you and I, we can build together, man. Everybody want to have beef. Everybody want everybody to be mad at each other, and we're not moving in that direction. You can like me, love me, it don't matter. I'm here. You ain't got to say I won. You can say I lost. It don't matter because I'm speaking to like-minded individuals. I'm trying to connect with them. That being said, shout out to the Lions Den. Peace and blessings.
For sure. Hey, family, y'all know what it is. Jose, tell them where your channel is, bro.
Solomonic TV, SOLOMONIC TV. You'll see this same icon when you look at it. So, but I want to request that you come on my channel and do a presentation, huh? Infamous DMG.
Okay, I got you.
I want you to do that Trinity presentation we were talking about on my channel. I want that exclusive. I want that exclusive. Then you can take it wherever you want to take it, but I want that exclusive.
I got you. Yeah, what I'll do is we'll do it on your channel and I'll record it on my channel. I won't be live on my channel. I'll just record it. And then that way I'll be able to show it on my channel maybe a week later.
That's very, 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 very good. I appreciate that, man. So
for sure.
And just so you know, your video was the highest rated video I have so far.
The one where I came over?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
Just so you know.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely gonna do that again, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Listen, family, appreciate everybody that watch. Again, stay tuned to Paradigm Shift TV 314. Stay tuned to the Worldview Wars Debate League. Shout out to my sister, Michelle Turner, the best moderator in the business, the social media champion. Hey, Root Conscious. Shout out to Morris John. He coming with some powerful information, the latest entrant into the Worldview Wars Debate League, and I'm going to have him back over here for some presentations soon. Shout out to everybody in the chat, even indigenous Black man who don't even like my platform, or me for that matter. Appreciate everybody watching, man. Next sound you're going to hear is the voice of Big Hemi, the Worldview Wars World Champion, Big Hemi. Welcome to the shift. We out of here. That's peace.
I don't got no friends. You know what I mean? I got supporters, people on my side and people on the other side.
Welcome to the shift where the whole room blows. DMG vibes got the city on go. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' grow. Just you flat, I'm with you, let the whole world know. Paradigm like, yo, shine just right. Respect your view even if we don't align right. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. DMG family, we elevate the mind right. This that channel that be talking back, energy attack. Iron sharpens iron, watch the whole league react. Competition in the building, better tighten up your facts. We ain't clones, but we still mirror how you crack under impact. Every debater work hard, spot a weak, rap fast. You live wrong, paradigm shift, and break your stance. I'm the judge, the jury, the pen, the contrast. My bars hit always like a quadruple. Buying to the shift, where the whole room glow. DMG vibes got the city on go. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' grow. If you black, I'm with you, let the whole world know. Paradigm light, yeah, we shine just right. Respect your view, even if we don't all align right. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. DMG family, we elevate the mind right. We invite every mind, long as you stand on yours. Walking with respect, leave with open doors. Channel stay lit, views jumping off from boards. STL bounce, yeah, the spy from the source. Competitors, welcome, step up, don't fold. We don't fit pressure, we refine under low. Thoughts heavy, we press them till the truth get told. Shift so clean, it feel platinum, even when it's gold. Come through correct, bring your logic and your proof. Speak your truth, just don't run from the truth. We debate with grace, that's the paradigm groove. Flow so smooth, even turbulence move. Welcome to the shift where the whole room go. DMG vibes got the city on go. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' grow. If you black, I'm with you, let the whole world know. Paradigm light, yeah, we shine just right. Respect your view, even if we don't align right. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. DMG family, we elevate the mind right. Where the home go. DMG vibes got the city on go. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' go. If you black, I'm with you, let the whole world know. Paradigm light, yeah, we shine just right. Respect your view, even if we don't align right. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. DMG family, we elevate the mind right. Welcome to the shift. DMG vibes got the city on go. Welcome to the shift. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' grow. Welcome to the shift. If you black, I'm with you, with you, black, I'm with you. Welcome to the shift. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. Welcome to the shift. DMG family, we elevate the mind right. Welcome to the shift. DMG vibe got the city on low. Corporate paradigm shift, keep the road forward.
Y'all know I say that greeting for one reason and one reason only. It's because if you black, I'm with you. And I hope that you with me.